Now, breaking news from RTV6.
A lot of commotion, a lot of chaos. People were running in all different directions to get away from the gunfire.
A shooting in Broad Ripple injures 7 people, one of them critically. Tonight, we're learning more details into the shooting that has one of Indianapolis's most popular areas on edge. More questions as a neighborhood that caters to people seeking fun is worried that fear may drive people away. It all happened right in the heart of Broad Ripple, full of bars, restaurants, and businesses near College and Broad Ripple Avenues. It's where police wrapped up a news conference within just the hour. RTV6's reporter Ebony Monet is live right now with the very latest. Ebony, what can you tell us from the scene? What did police have to say tonight?
After this morning's violence, some businesses here in Broad Ripple Village have decided not to open tonight, including the Vogue here behind me. Police say this may be a case of 2 people getting into a fight, exchanging gunfire, and hitting innocent people. This happened this morning just before 2:30 on the 700 block of Broad Ripple Village. That's where police say a fight broke out, possibly after 2 men bumped into one another. So far, IMPD Chief Rick Height says he doesn't think that anyone else appears to be directly involved.
We're not making this stuff up. There are a few people who just want to engage negatively when they're encountered, and they're exacerbated by bringing a weapon. You not bring a weapon again to a scene where you bump into someone with a drink, or you happen to cross them on the sidewalk and you fire shots, striking innocent people. That's just not what we do as a civil society.
Not made any arrests. They say they're going to need the public's help. They believe at least 100 people possibly witnessed some portion of either the fight or the shooting, but they say once the shots started to actually go out, that people actually ran for cover before police could interview them. They're asking those people with any information to come forward and call Crime Stoppers. That number is 262-TIPS. Reporting live in Broad Ripple, Ebony Monet, RTV6.
Right now, the crime scene is gone, and whether the nightlife returns tonight is the big question for businesses there in Broad Ripple. Our team coverage continues with RTV6's Katie Hines, who spoke to one person who witnessed the shooting and all the chaos.
Broad Ripple Avenue is back open to traffic this evening, but earlier this morning it was what one witness describes as a scene of chaos.
People were running in all different directions to get away from the gunfire. You know, there's multiple people on the ground.
A few hours after the fireworks ended, Broad Ripple Avenue was a sea of red, white, and blue.
We were told, just to get everybody out, stay on the sidewalk.
Like most other Friday nights, this area was busy.
There are quite a few people out, either walking down Broad Ripple Avenue on a typical Friday night, bouncing from bar to bar to bar.
But a different kind of commotion started around 2:20 Saturday morning. A witness says it started with a fight. Then
You hear 5 to 6 gunshots go off, and people were diving behind cars.
the shots were fired outside this shoe repair shop, hitting 7 people.
Someone opened fires in a crowd like that. We're lucky there weren't more people hit.
Metro Police had additional on-duty and off-duty officers patrolling Broad Ripple for the 4th of July holiday. It's unsettling to the people who live here.
Yeah, we love the community, but it's about to the point where we're going to move out of here just because so much is happening.
A pair of longtime business owners tell us they've had enough. Salia Kietlik will tell you the view from his jewelry repair shop hasn't changed much in 37 years. Until today.
And when I opened the door, I realized after I closed and everything fall down, shattered all glass around here.
Now he's trying to find the bullet that flew through his front door.
I could say for the first 20 years it was pretty peaceful and quiet. Nothing like this.
The owner of Old Pro's Table blames a growing number of businesses selling liquor.
Despite the large number of people who were out here early this morning, officers say many of the witnesses left before they could arrive on scene, and that's why they're asking for your help. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. That number's 262-TIPS. Reporting in Broad Ripple, Katie Hines, RTV6.
Police need your help tonight. Several businesses, as we heard from Ebony in the area, are keeping their doors closed, including at Chase Bank, where they posted a sign on the door alerting customers that the branch is temporarily closed. Over the last few years, Broad Ripple has seen a number of shootings that have led to multiple injuries. In August of last year, a Westfield man, 28-year-old Tristan Creighton, opened fire in what he claims was self-defense, injuring 4 men in a dispute after leaving a bar. Creighton and a friend were kicked out of a bar and got into a fight outside with 3 other men. Those 3 men and a person standing nearby were shot, all of them suffering non-life-threatening injuries. Creighton pleaded not guilty to the charges of battery and criminal recklessness he faces from a grand jury. Then exactly 2 years ago to the day today, another shooting in Broad Ripple as an innocent bystander was shot. Now, this shooting put bullet holes in the window of one business after shots were fired in front of the Vogue near College and Broad Ripple Avenues. In the wake of this shooting, the Broad Ripple Village Association pledged to work closer with police to reduce the risk of crime in that area. Last month, I sat down with the Director of Public Safety, Troy Riggs, on Indianapolis This Week, talking about the recent trends of violence in our city. One thing Director Riggs and other city leaders want to do is crack down on offenders of violent crimes with guns. We talked about the possibilities of new laws.
Will you be welcomed with open arms when you go to the legislature and you ask for more laws to prevent these crimes?
I wouldn't say open arms. They have been receptive and they've made some changes. The mayor and I and the police chief think we need to go a little bit further. We would like to see anyone that uses a weapon in a violent crime to be sentenced to jail, and they would have to do 20 years in prison. Right now we are seeing individuals that are sentenced to 16 years in prison only to be back on our streets committing more violent crimes within 2.5 years.